Hi, this is the Michael Myers fanatic. Earlier today, I saw a video by a YouTuber named TacMac. Shout out to him, where he addressed the rumors of a Halloween TV show on Peacock. So I decided to do a video discussing the rumors and pitching ideas on how I thought they could bring Michael back after Halloween ends. And let's face it, it's really impossible because Michael is as good as dead can be and Halloween ends. So the Halloween TV show, as of right now, is just a rumor. It is a rumor. I have to stress that with you guys because you'll go around saying, the Myers fans said that there's a Halloween TV show. No, I didn't. It's a rumor. So I have to stress that. Here's the second thing I want to talk about. You'll hear me mention Andy Matichak talking about the idea of coming back or hinting about it. In the video, you'll hear me say my speakers were messed up, so I couldn't really hear what she was saying. I think, I have to say that again. I think I heard her hint. It was a hint. She might have hinted at coming back if they asked her to come back. And I want to say that the video that you hear me referring to is a very old video. It is from October of 2022. So I don't want you guys going around thinking Andy Matichak did a recent video and the Myers fan talk. No, I didn't say that. It is from October of last year. I try to stay away from interviews. I don't watch other people's interviews with celebrities. I do my own interviews. I don't like to watch other people's interviews. That's why I was just now finding out about her on the Rachel Ray show. Again, the Halloween TV show is a rumor. And I think I heard Andy hint at coming back if they asked her to come back. Do you understand that? If they asked her to come back, I think she said she might come back. That's might. Jamie Lee Curtis is probably not going to come back. Jamie Lee Curtis probably wouldn't touch this shit with a 20-foot pole, let alone a 10-foot pole. Now, as you'll hear me say in the video, this is what they could do. They could say that Halloween Ends doesn't exist, and they could say that it's one of two things. Either it is part of Laurie's dream, which I highly doubt, because Jamie Lee Curtis isn't going to want to touch this, or they could say it was part of Allison's dream. Halloween Ends was a dream, but everything before that was real. I have to stress that. And if you hear me and it sounds like I'm all over the place, it's because I was so flabbergasted and shocked by this rumor that I was stumbling all over myself trying to think of ideas that they could use to bring Michael Myers back. That's why it might seem like my video is all over the place. So I just want to let you guys know that. In saying that, enjoy the video. I approve this message. Alright everyone, this is the Michael Myers fanatic back with another video. I was on YouTube just randomly scrolling. You know how you guys do that. And I run across this YouTuber named TacMac. Shout out to him. I met him a couple of weeks ago. Nice guy. And he did a video about a Halloween TV show. And it's funny because there's another YouTuber named The Protagonist. Shout out to him. He kept talking about a Halloween TV show. And we must have gotten our wires crossed because I made a prediction video about a Halloween TV show. I was just guessing. And the protagonist kept talking to me about a TV show. And I'm thinking, I guess he thought that I already knew about the Halloween TV show rumor. Because he kept talking about a Halloween TV show on Peacock. And I'm thinking, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, why does he keep saying that? I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew something was going on. You know how you know something's going on, you can't put your finger on exactly what it is? But I knew something was going on, and I'm having technical difficulties with my laptop and shit like that. The speakers are fucked up, right? So I have to listen very closely because I can barely hear what they're saying unless I'm wearing a headset or whatever. My point, ladies and gentlemen, is that I was on Andy Matichak's Instagram watching one of her videos. She was on Rachel Ray, and Rachel Ray was asking her, is it over? And I could have sworn I heard her say that they might want to do something in the future. I could have sworn I heard her say that. So I'm like, nah, maybe I'm just imagining this shit. Maybe it ain't real. And then TacMac comes along and makes this video about a Halloween TV show, or a rumor about a Halloween TV show, where the TV show is going to take place after Halloween ends. And you might be saying, but Michael Myers is dead. Yeah, I know. I don't get it either. But the rumor basically says that it's gonna focus on Julian. You know, the kid from Halloween 2018? And apparently he has PTSD after watching Vicky get killed. Or some shit like that. I don't know. Vicky the babysitter, you know. And apparently Michael Myers is back. I don't know how they're gonna explain that. I think it's dumb as hell. But, okay, I'll play. I'm gonna throw you Halloween fans a bone. This is how you can bring Michael Myers back. And I'm sort of borrowing an idea from a YouTuber called Resident of Collinwood. Shout out to him. I'm giving out a lot of shout outs today. Shout out to Resident of Collinwood. I'm gonna borrow one of his ideas. This is how you can bring Michael Myers back for a Halloween TV show. Basically, it goes like this. The whole sequence of events with Halloween Ends was a dream. None of that shit ever happened. After Halloween Kills, you could play this one of two ways. You could either say that Laurie is in a coma because of the events of Halloween Kills, even though she was barely in it. But you could say that maybe Michael attacked her and left her for dead and she went into a coma and she dreamt the whole thing. Or you could just say that Michael Myers scared her so bad that she had some kind of psychotic break and imagined the whole thing. Either way, she comes out of it after Halloween Kills and she says, "What happened? Where's Corey? Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead." And then Allison is like, "What are you talking about? Who's Corey?" And then she's like, your boyfriend, your boyfriend. And Allison's like, what boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend. Come to find out, all that shit was a dream. And the reason why they should do this is to save face. Because Halloween Ends was so fucking bad. So they should just make it a dream and follow Halloween Kills if they insist on continuing with the David Gordon Green trilogy. Halloween Ends was a dream. Laurie wakes up and she's screaming about where's Corey, where's Michael? And they're like, who's Corey? And then they say, as for Michael, we haven't seen him in 5 years. Michael disappeared after Halloween Kills, and now the TV show is basically the new Halloween Ends. That's how you could do it. That's really the only way you could save face as a producer, because this was a piece of shit. So again, the only way to bring Michael Myers back is to retcon Halloween Ends and say that it never existed. There was no Corey. There was no radio tower. There was no possession. None of that shit ever happened. It was all a dream. Pick it up 5 years after the events of Halloween 18 and Halloween Kills. Allison is a nurse, and she's taking care of, well, Jamie Lee Curtis probably won't want to come back. Never mind. I was going to say, and she's taking care of Laurie. But never mind, because Jamie Lee probably wants nothing to do with this shit because it was so bad. She probably wouldn't want to touch it with a 20-foot pole. So basically, what you could say is this. You could say that Laurie is in a mental hospital and just write her out of the show. And Allison is a nurse now living somewhere else. And Michael Myers tracks her down and tries to kill her. And the TV show is based on Allison. That's how you bring Michael Myers back. I don't know how the fuck a 60-plus-year-old man is gonna be walking around perfectly fine and alive, since he's not supernatural as they claimed. But now basically Michael Myers is back. It's 2023 and he's looking for Allison. There's your new Halloween TV show. Laurie's out of the picture. Laurie's in the hospital. She's in a mental hospital. None of that shit with Halloween Ends ever happened. And maybe, just maybe, you can beg Michael O'Leary to come back as the doctor. At first I was gonna say Laurie's doctor, and maybe he can help her get over the death of Karen. Yes, Karen really is dead. But everything after Karen's death didn't happen. But, like I said, Jamie Lee Curtis ain't gonna want to touch this shit. She's not gonna want to have nothing else to do with it. Andy might, and that's a big might. Andy might come back. She might. She hinted that she might on the Rachel Ray show, or at least that's what I thought I heard. But anyway, even though I'm not exactly a fan of the trilogy, that's how I would bring Michael Myers back. Let me say it one more time. Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills happened. Everything else after that was all a dream. I don't know how you would explain it being a dream. Maybe since we can't get Laurie back, maybe we can say Allison dreamt it. Maybe she was the one in the coma or whatever. And everybody's like, who's Corey? So you could say the same thing with Allison. You know, she could just wake up and be like, where's Corey? Where's Corey? And then everybody's like, what are you talking about? Who's Corey? Who is that? And then she's like, that's my boyfriend. And then the doctors are like, you don't have a boyfriend. And you could bring Michael O'Leary back and he can be Allison's doctor. And basically, Lori is either dead or she's in the hospital somewhere. And now Michael Myers is alive and he hasn't been seen since the events of Halloween Kills. And he's after Allison. You can either use Jamie Lee Curtis, which I highly doubt because she's not going to want to touch this, or you can have Michael Myers come after Allison now that Allison moved away, or you can have Allison come out of a coma or a psychotic break screaming about Corey, and they basically say there is no Corey, but yes, your mother really is dead. And now Michael Myers is after her. Why he would be after her, I don't know. Because she's not family, so I don't know why he would be after her. I'm just, you know, spitballing, as they say. I'm just throwing bones here. I don't know. Because the whole thing is fucking stupid to me. I'm just, you know, throwing ideas out there. If they insist on bringing Michael back for this. So don't look at me to explain it. I shouldn't have to do their job for them. It's not my fault that they weren't creative enough to come up with a good and coherent story, an intriguing and compelling story. So I'm just using a friend's idea. Shout out to him. And just say it was a dream. Halloween Ends was a dream, and Halloween 18 and Halloween Kills happened. You could either use Lori, or you could use Allison. You could either say Lori dreamt the events of Halloween Ends, or either Allison dreamt the events of Halloween Ends. Either way, Halloween Ends wasn't real. Bottom line, there was no Corey. There was no radio tower, none of that shit. That was all a dream. And only Halloween 18 and Halloween Kills really happened. And yes, Karen really is dead. And now Michael Myers is back. So there's that. That's all I'm going to say about it. Anyway, alright guys, thank you for listening. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. Those are just my ideas for how to bring Michael Myers back for a Halloween TV show based on David Gordon Green's trilogy. And maybe they can get Marcus Dunstan to be the writer or some shit. He would probably write a much better story than David Gordon Green could. So anyway, alright guys, I'm out. Thank you for listening. Bye. Please be sure to follow me on all forms of social media at the MyersFan25 and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thank you for watching.